Howdy, Cowboys Nation. Your like and subscription to this video are essential for us. Please consider it. Thank you for your kindness. Terrell Owens is confident he understands the challenges facing the Dallas Cowboys and has insights on how to return the once illustrious franchise to its former greatness. Terrell Owens is confident he understands the challenges facing the Dallas Cowboys and has insights on how to return the once illustrious franchise to its former greatness. Owens, who played for Dallas from 2006 to 2008, during which the Cowboys reached the playoffs in 2 of those seasons, holds the view that as long as Jones remains the owner, the team won't have a genuine shot at clinching a Super Bowl victory. The Seattle Seahawks are currently searching for a new head coach to fill the significant void left by Pete Carroll, their longtime mentor and strategist. A vital part of this successful period was Dan Quinn's pivotal role as the defensive coordinator, developing strategies under Carroll's guidance. Currently, the Seahawks are exploring the possibility of appointing Quinn as Carroll's successor in the pivotal role of head coach. Advancing to a second phase of interviews with Quinn, they are not alone in this endeavor, as the Tennessee Titans are also engaging in a similar process with him. The dwindling playoff achievements appear to be a growing source of frustration for the Dallas fans, with many speculating that it could lead to head coach Mike McCarthy's dismissal. Although owner Jerry Jones has publicly expressed his support for McCarthy for another season, this firm commitment doesn't extend to Quinn, who is actively pursuing interviews for head coaching roles. Should Dallas aim for improved outcomes next January, the team's management will have to pursue bold strategies this offseason. The Dallas Cowboys are receiving strong recommendations to secure a deal with a player widely regarded as top tier in his role. Christopher Knox of Bleacher Report has put forth the idea that Dallas ought to seriously think about bringing in Chris Jones, the standout defensive tackle from the Kansas City Chiefs. At 29 years old, Jones is poised to enter the free agency market following his recent one-year contract, which was finalized just before the season kicked off. Knox's reasoning is straightforward. The Cowboys' defense against the run is merely satisfactory, and Jones stands out as the NFL's foremost defensive tackle. Knox emphasizes that in their defeats against the 49ers, Bills, and Packers, the Dallas defense struggled significantly against the running attack. He suggests that acquiring an elite defensive tackle like Kansas City Chiefs' Chris Jones could greatly strengthen the Cowboys' frontline defense against the run. While Dallas recently invested a first-round draft pick in Michigan's defensive tackle Mazi Smith, Knox points out that Smith is still in the development phase of his career. Christopher Knox points out that Dallas's defense, ranking 16th in rushing yards allowed and 15th in yards per carry, faced significant challenges. Specifically, in the 3 highlighted losses to those top-tier teams, the Cowboys conceded an average of 193 rushing yards per game. To put this into context, even the Arizona Cardinals, who had the NFL's weakest run defense, allowed an average of 143.2 rushing yards per game. In essence, as he puts it, the most significant issue facing the Cowboys as they head into the offseason is their run defense and the absence of effective run stoppers. It's clear that as Jones approaches his 30th year in 2024, he continues to be a top-tier player. He recently secured his 5th straight Pro Bowl nod and his second first-team All-Pro honor, a testament to his skill, demonstrated by his impressive tally of 30 tackles and 10.5 sacks. Pro Football Focus reports that Jones achieved an 84.1 defensive rating and a 90.3 pass rushing rating in the 2023 season. Among all defensive tackles, his defensive rating placed him 9th, while his pass rushing rating was the 3rd highest. Pro Football Focus reports that Jones achieved an 84.1 defensive rating and a 90.3 pass rushing rating in the 2023 season. Among all defensive tackles, his defensive rating placed him 9th, while his pass rushing rating was the 3rd highest. There's little question that Jones will be highly sought after as one of the premier free agents available, but the looming question is his potential earnings in free agency. Spotrac estimates his market value at $28.1 million annually, amounting to a total of $84.6 million over 3 years. This valuation would position Jones as the 2nd highest paid defensive tackle in the league. The fan enthusiasm for the Dallas Cowboys is waning, suggesting the team might have to consider a major trade to reignite their supporters' passion. Despite Mike McCarthy's return as head coach, discontent is growing within the fan base as the franchise opts for continuity despite limited success in the playoffs. Bleacher Report's Ochoa points out Stefon Diggs of the Buffalo Bills as a possible trade prospect during this offseason. This strategy could see the skilled receiver joining forces with his brother, the standout cornerback Trayvon Diggs. In a Bleacher Report live video session, Ochoa expressed the challenges of orchestrating a trade, particularly due to the Cowboys' scarcity of Day 3 draft picks. He proposed, "This is where you might consider sending Brandon Cooks, along with additional assets, to the Bills in exchange for Stefon Diggs. Diggs would be a considerable enhancement compared to Brandon Cooks for Dallas, and it's probable that they would need to offer several picks to facilitate a successful trade." Uniting Diggs with CeeDee Lamb could arguably create the most formidable wide receiver duo in the NFL for Dallas. However, this move would come with its own set of challenges. Diggs is on the cusp of starting a 4-year contract worth $96 million, extending until 2027. Meanwhile, Lamb is set to perform under a 5th-year option in 2024 and is on track for a rewarding new contract. Without a fresh agreement, the receiver might enter free agency in 2025. Spotrac estimates Lamb's market value at a 4-year deal worth $115 million. Acquiring Diggs would mean allocating a substantial portion of the team's financial assets to the receiver role for the coming years. Cooks is expected to incur a cap hit of $10 million in 2024, in stark contrast to Diggs' hefty $27.8 million cap figure for the upcoming season. While Diggs' contract includes a potential exit in the 2025 offseason, it carries a significant $22.2 million dead cap penalty should the team choose to part ways. Diggs boasts a remarkable record of surpassing 1,000 yards for 6 consecutive seasons. This season, the Bills' standout secured 107 catches for 1,183 yards and 8 touchdowns, starting in all 17 games. This achievement signifies Diggs' 4th straight season with over 100 receptions. In the ever-evolving landscape of the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys roster is poised for potential significant shifts in the coming months. One notable uncertainty hovers around running back Tony Pollard, whose future with the team hangs in the balance. Currently without a contract for the upcoming 2024 season, following a year under the franchise tag in 2023, Pollard's next move is a topic of much speculation. This brewing situation has caught the attention of the Washington Commanders, sparking rumors of their interest in acquiring Pollard. Adding fuel to this speculative fire, Sports Illustrated's David Harrison delved into the prospect of Pollard joining Washington, painting a picture of the possible roster shakeup. At first glance, Tony Pollard's performance in the 2023 NFL season might not appear disappointing. He surpassed the 1,000-yard rushing mark for the 2nd consecutive year, along with amassing over 300 receiving yards. However, a closer comparison with his 2022 season reveals the underlying issues. According to Pro Football Reference, Pollard fell just 2 yards short of his 2022 rushing total, 1,007 yards, but it took him 59 additional attempts to achieve this. Moreover, his touchdown count dropped by 6 in 2023. What raises concern, however, are his declining averages, indicating a less efficient season. We value your feedback. Please subscribe and leave your opinion in the comments.